how are you? It's evening, it's like 11 o'clock in the evening. I just got myself some food. I'm not really sure what these are called. They're basically just a taco thing full of stuff. It's hard to explain. It's good though. It's got like good stuff and it's not even that unhealthy, so that's a nice snack in the evening, though I am trying not to eat in the evening because, you know, stuff. Also, I am currently sitting down and I'm writing out my thoughts because I need to do that every day or I will go insane. I'm also in the process of like planning, trying to kind of make out what's gonna happen in my book, because I'm writing a book. I got back into that. I've been thinking about it for a while and I've tried to write it a bunch of times. My Google Docs documents, I use Google Docs because it's just convenient to always have it there. So my Google Docs documents are saying that I have tried it 4 times because I have 4 versions and I'm currently doing the 4th version, but I've also been writing it by hand, like in 3 versions, like try that. So it's technically my 7th attempt at starting to write it, and in just 2 days I've actually been writing, well, the latest version, like the 3rd version, I don't know what's happening with my hands. In the 3rd version, I got to about 3,000 words, which is not that much. In the formatting that I'm using, which is the official formatting that you should write it in before sending it to a publisher, it is about 8 pages, I think. And I'm currently writing that again, but with a lot of bunch. Because that's how you speak. But with a lot of changes, I have actually finished the 1st chapter, which is about the same length as all I had previously. So I'm thinking about sending it to a publisher after 3 chapters. I'm gonna write the 3 chapters, which is, I don't know, it's gonna be like the 3 most important chapters, in a way, because that's where you're gonna catch the reader, that's where also a potential publisher will kind of judge it. Is this actually gonna keep anybody reading? Because that's kind of important. And I know that the middle part and the ending is not that bad, because that's honestly the stuff I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to the middle/late part, because that's the stuff that means the most to me. The very beginning and the very end, it means the most to me, and I'm probably gonna blitz a bit through the middle part, kind of like how they did in Bakuman, which is a manga about trying to achieve your dreams. So that's the thing. So I'm currently working on that, and 3 chapters, I've written like maybe like 20 to 30% of the total amount that I'm gonna write, and then I'm gonna edit it, of course, and make it good, and then I'm gonna send it off, and they're gonna reject it, and then I'm gonna send it to somebody else while I continue to work on it, because, you know, getting rejected takes about 6 weeks. So while I wait for getting rejected, I'm gonna keep working on it, I'm gonna get it back, and I'm gonna send it to somebody else, and, you know, it's all gonna go on like that for a while, which is fine. It really is. I did kind of took it a bit hard the first time I got rejected, just because even though I was prepared, I kind of had this little dream about me being like this awesome kind of person who just got it right the first time, and, you know. But even J.K. Rowling was rejected at first. Not that I am at that level. Someday I'm gonna be. That's always been my dream, to someday be a writer at the level of people like J.K. Rowling and J.R.R. Tolkien. And I know that's like the most far-fetched thing you've ever heard, but, you know, it's the thing. What else am I doing? I've been working a lot on concepts for stories for the Siranya. I wanted to do a series for the Siranya, and I wanted to do it about 5 parts, because very often my series end up being like 20 to 30 part stories, because they're basically like little books. I don't know. I'm not good with small stories. I tend to be like, yeah, I have this really simple setting, and then this thing's happen, and it's kind of cool. But then it just turns into this big world adventure, and I'm having a weird day of pronunciations. But anyways, I finally found an idea that I think is going to end up being like maybe 10 parts, which is a bit more than I wanted to, but I couldn't really find a plot point that was small enough for 5 chapters, or parts. And I don't want the parts to be too long either. I think a 4-page story is gonna be about 5 minutes. Those stories that I've written so far have actually been just 1 minute long, and they've been like, 2 minutes long, and they've been 1 page. But then again, those are a bit more artistic, so you have to read them a bit differently. And I'm pretending to be a good reader, but I'm really not, and my pronunciation sucks, and I don't really use the programs and the microphone as good as I should. It's just all a mess. It's a mess. It's a total mess. But yeah, thinking about getting a job. I know I should. I'm probably gonna apply for one. I'm just terrified of the inevitable interview and all those things. Honestly, I'm not really that much of a confident person, so I don't particularly think that I'm gonna do a good job. I know I'm gonna try, I know I want to do a good job, but I'm probably not gonna be very good at anything because I've never done anything before. But then again, I live after the principle that you can't know stuff you haven't been taught. You can't know anything you haven't learned. So, yeah. Maybe that's just an excuse, who knows. But yes, so my days are currently filled with a lot of writing. I've been thinking about YouTube videos a lot, but I haven't really had the opportunity to do them as well as I want to. I have filmed a few, and then later I've been realizing, you know what? I was not as excited about this that I truly am. Like, I filmed a video about K-pop, because I love K-pop. And I also released, like, a K-pop video the other day. Almost a week ago. I need to hurry up. But I released a video about K-pop about almost a week ago or something, and I wanted to make a video where I just talk about my relationship with it, like what I like and who I like and what it's caused me to do, as in how it made me learn Korean and stuff. And I remember talking about it, and I remember talking about it kind of like I would with like my family or like a friend that wasn't very close. Like I was just saying stuff. But that's not truly how my relationship with K-pop is. My relationship with K-pop is way more exciting. Not exciting to you, but to me, because I'm more excited. I'm like just super pumped, and I'm like eeking and fangirling and all those things, and I just get a lot calmer when I'm trying to think about what I'm saying. So I guess the logical thing would be just kind of hype myself up a bit more before I actually start talking about it, because I think, honestly, kind of like selling points of my videos and my channel is partially what I say, and secondly, it's how I say it. Not as in, like, specifically wordly wise and stuff, but it's more like who I am when I say those things, right? Because it is a personal channel, and I need to show my personality, and my personality, I promise you, it's not this boring. Because it is really being, it's been kind of, I don't know. I figure that eventually I'm gonna get into it. This whole talking about stuff is still a thing that I'm working on, and you gotta suck at something before you can get good. Which is like a general rule in life. But I know that my show and tells have gotten slightly better since the beginning, because I'm kind of been figuring out how I want to be in them. And also I've been realizing that the replay videos that I make are too professional for my taste. Like, I could make them professional, and that would take a lot of work, and people would probably like it more, but again, this is a personal channel. Well, this and the other one. These are personal channels. I'm not aiming to be, like, professional. I want there to be quality, but I'm not aiming too much to be professional. I want it to be personal. Because that's all that really matters to me, is that I get these things out. Which is why I probably stopped making reviews, because I figured they were a lot of work, and I didn't really get my feelings across in them because I was too busy thinking about what was right to say. If that makes any sense? What was I talking about again? I was talking about my creative visions, I guess. Because I need to repeat that, because I keep forgetting what I talk about in my videos, and they make crappy titles, and people don't really watch them. And that's fine. But yeah, so these are my creative visions at the moment. So I'm writing a book, and I'm really excited about it. I need to get my ass into doing it more, because once I actually sit down and do it properly, I feel really good. But when I just kind of sit here, waiting for new YouTube videos to be released from people, and I'm just kind of like, I'm wasting my life. I'm so upset about myself wasting my life like this, but I can't make myself go work, because work is, you know, work. Where was I going with that? Anyways, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, and I might get the chance to be more creatively active at all times of the day for a while now, and yeah. Hopefully it's gonna become a thing, and hopefully I can get a job so I can get some money so I don't have to be like shit poor, because I had to cancel like all my subscriptions. Like all my monthly subscriptions except Adobe Premiere, no, not Premiere, Adobe Creative Cloud, which is a yearly subscription, so I can't actually cancel it, though I pay every month. But I had to cancel my Spotify, I had to cancel my Netflix. I hear noises. Anyways, yeah, creative visions, have to cancel all my things because I'm broke. Summer is not fun, there's only rain and grey days. It's a horrible mess. It's a horrible mess. And I'm not even gonna wish you a sunny day, because that would be unfair, because we're not gonna have any sunny days until, I don't know, actually, I have no idea. It's supposed to be a clear day, maybe next weekend? But that's all we get. Because we had summer for 3 days and we were spoiled. Spoiled, I tell you. And yes, I'm speaking a bit low because I can't yell at this hour. But yeah. I think someone is outside eating food. By someone, I mean a cat. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat my food, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna waste my life, and hopefully it will lead to somewhere. And yeah, good night.